Hello. Hello everyone, welcome to ACE Online, and I am back with a series of 1000 plus questions based on quant and reasoning. So these sessions are beneficial for all those students who are preparing for any competitive exam, and there is a section of these two subjects. And if you know such persons who are preparing for such competitive exams like railway, SSC, banking, some central level, some state level, and apart from that, if they are preparing for some technical examination as well, and there is a section of these two papers or these two subjects, then these sessions are very beneficial for them. So don't forget to share the link of this particular video in your respective groups, to your family members, to your friends, so that more students can join and do practice with us, right? So without wasting much more time, let's start our today's session and let's see what kind of questions we are having and how we are going to approach them. So this is the very first question, and the questions that we are having in today's sessions are from the mains examinations, right? Okay, so the first question says that if in the number this one, 2 is multiplied to each the digit which is less than 4 and 3 is subtracted from each of the digit which is more than 4 and equal to 4, then how many digits are repeating in the number thus formed? What we have to do, we just simply have to determine how many digits are repeating. So please let me know the answer of yours in the comment section, that what answer you are getting, and accordingly we will start solving it. It's a very simple one. All we have to do is we just simply need to do the operation as per the requirement and we can easily able to get the answer. So the number that we are having over here is 5, 7, 6, 7, 2, 1, 5, 4, right? This is the number we are having. Now the question is asking what we have to do. We have to multiply the digit by 2 if the digit is less than 4. So first what we will do, we just simply multiply our digits by 2. So less than 4, we need to multiply it by 2, and here what we are getting? We are getting 4. Here again what I have to do? I have to multiply by 2, and here I am getting 2. Apart from that, all the numbers are greater than 4 or equal to 4. So with that, what we have to do? We have to subtract 3 from it, right? What we have to do? We have to subtract 3 from it. So if I am subtracting 3 from it, what I'll get? I'll get 2. Here I'll get 4, here 3, here 4, here what we will get? We will get 2, and here we will get 1, right? Now the question is asking how many digits are repeating. So this 2 is repeated, right? 2 is repeating, this 4 is repeating. Apart from that, do we have anything which is repeating over here? No. So how many digits we are having which are repeating? Only 2. How many digits we are having? We are only having 2. Very good, Radhe. Option number E is the correct one. Here the correct answer over here is only 3 digits are repeating, right? How many digits we are having which are repeated? That is option number E. That is 2 only. The 2 and 4. Clear? Next. So the next question says that here we are having few codes, right? And according to this codes, we are having directions, right? And here what we are having? We are having some data. Now on the basis of this, what I have to do? I have to draw my diagram, and after drawing it, what I have to do? I have to answer 2 questions. The first one is this one and second one is this one. So first what you have to do? You just simply need to understand what these codes are saying, and accordingly what you have to do? You just simply have to draw the diagram. And please let me know what answer you people are getting. It's a very simple one. The first task that we need to do is we need to understand what these codes are saying, and with the help of these codes we need to decode these one, right? We need to decode these directions or these dimensions, right? And afterwards what we have to do, we just simply need to draw our diagram, and afterwards we need to give the answers. So what answer we people are getting? Any one of you? Okay, so let's start discussing is, the first line says that double P hash double Q. That means double P is in south of Q. That means I can say that this hash symbol denotes south direction. This denotes south direction. This @ denotes north direction. This denotes north direction. This and symbol denotes east direction, and this dollar denotes west direction, right? So these are the directions we are having. Now what we have to do, we just need to understand the language of this particular data and we need to draw the diagram accordingly. First one, point AA is @ 10 meters. That means north of 10 meter of point B. So we know that if this is my direction plane and this is north, this is south, this is east and this is west, then we can say that here, let's suppose if I am having point B over here, then this is my point A. This is my point AA and this is my point BB. And this shows that point A is in north of point BB, right? So this is nothing but this is 10 meters, right? Next, point EE is and 6 meters of point DD. Now we are not having any reference, so we are skipping this point right now. Next, point GG is $10 meter of point F, again no reference. Point C is 20 meter of point B. Here we are having point B, right? And this and means east. That means now we need to move in this direction. And how much distance we need to move? 20 meters distance. So if this is 10, so we can assume that, let's suppose this is nothing but this is 20 meter, and this point is nothing but point CC, right? Now the next point is saying that point EE is hash 5 meter of point FF, but we are not having point FF. Point DD is @ 5 meter of point CC. Now this @ means north. That means point D is 5 meter north of point C. North is in upwards direction, so we are just assuming that, let's suppose this is my point D, point DD at a distance of 5 meters, at a distance of 5 meters, right? Next, now we are having point DD, now we can plot point EE. Here we are having and, that means we need to again move in east direction, okay, and 6 meter east. So we can say that, let's suppose this is 6 meters and this is nothing but point EE, right? This is what? This is my point EE. Now with the help of point EE, we need to draw point FF, and that is nothing but hash. Hash, that means south. Okay, now we again need to move in south direction. It's better if I'll shift my diagram a little to left side. Here what we are having, let's suppose this is my point AA, point BB, 10 meter, 20 meter point CC. Now with the help of CC, what we have to do, we have to draw point DD, that is north, 5 meter north. So here we can assume that this is my point DD at a distance of 5 meter. Any one of you got the answer? Okay, option number B, let's see. Now with the help of point DD, what we have to do, we have to draw point EE. So this is 6 meters and this is my point EE. Now with the help of point EE, we need to draw point FF. Now point EE is hash, that means south, 5 meters south. So somewhere over here we are having point FF. This is 5 meters. Now with the help of point FF, we need to determine point GG, and that is nothing but $10 meters. $10 meters, that means north of 10 meters. So this is 20, 26. So somewhere over here we can assume this is point QQ, sorry, this is point GG, this is point GG at a distance of 10 meters. So this is my diagram, right? Now on the basis of this, what I have to do, I have to answer first question. What is the direction of point FF with respect to point BB? And this direction is nothing but, this direction is nothing but northeast. North, that means at the rate, and east means and. I need this one in my options. Do we have that? Yes. That means your option number B is the correct one. Your option number B is the correct one. Next. If point PP is and 8 meter of point BB, okay, and means east of, okay. So somewhere over here I can assume that here I am having point PP at a distance of 8 meters, right? Now the question is saying what is the shortest distance between PP and DD? PP and DD. If you will see here, we are having a triplet. This is nothing but 5, and here if this is whole is 20, so we can say that this distance is nothing but 12 meters, right? And we know that there is a triplet of 5, 12 and 13. So the shortest distance between PP and DD, this one is nothing but 13 meters. It's very simple. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. Next. The next question says that what is the direction of point EE with respect to AA? EE with respect to AA. So this is nothing but this one, and this one is nothing but southeast. So for southeast we need hash and. This one, what I need? I need hash and. That means option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one, right? It's very easy. Once if we are done with the arrangement, then we can easily able to answer all the questions we are having. Clear? Next. So the next question is from the concept of data sufficiency, and you are having this particular question, and accordingly what you have to do, you just simply have to check these two statements whether they are sufficient to answer the question or not. So please let me know what answer you people are getting. It's quite simple. First, what we have to do, we just simply need to read the question. How many children are there between Priya and Gargi in a row of children? This is the question. Now, I am having my statement number 1 and statement number 2. Accordingly, I have to decide which statement is sufficient to answer this particular question. So, what answer we people are getting? Any one of you in the comment section? Both required. So what we have to do? What we have to do? Now the question is saying how many children are there between Priya and Gargi in a row of children, right? This is the question we are having. First one, Priya is 10th from the right end of the row of 40 students. Now what we are having, let's suppose this is total strength of 40 students, right? This is a total strength of 40 students. Now the question is saying that Priya is 10th from the right end. We know that we are having two ends. This is my left end and this is my right end, right? So from the right end, Priya is nothing but 10th. Okay. But what about Gargi? We are not having any information regarding the Gargi. That means statement number alone is not sufficient to answer the question. If option number A is eliminated, we can also eliminate option number C because it is saying that either one or second is required. That means this option is also eliminated. Now, we need to check the second one. The second one is saying that Gargi sits 12th from the left end of the row. Now, let's suppose this is my total row and Gargi is 12th, right? Gargi is 12th. But we don't know how many students we are having and What is the gap between the Priya and where the Priya is, right? So alone with the second as well, we are not able to answer the question, right? Now the last option that we are having is we need to combine both the statements together. Now if we are combining both statement number 1 and the second together, then the question is saying that, or the data is saying that Priya is 10th from the right hand and Gargi is 12th from the left hand, right? Now what we have to do, we have to calculate how many persons or how many children are sitting in between Gargi and Priya. So basically we need to define this one. So we can easily able to define it as 40 minus 10 plus 12 and we will get our answer. But we are getting answer only when we are combining both of them together. That means your option number E is the correct one. If both the statement first and second together are required to answer the question, right? Now similarly we are having one more question and we need to check whether these statements are sufficient or not. So what answer we people are getting? Okay, both not. Let's see. Okay, the question is saying that how is Fiza related to Ankit? We need to define a relationship in between Fiza and Ankit, right? First, Ankit is a son-in-law of Deep. Okay, so we can draw it like, let's suppose this is Deep and like Deep is having one daughter, let's suppose, and this daughter is married to Ankit, as Ankit is a son-in-law of Deep, right? Next, Bicky is daughter of Fiza. Okay, Bicky is a daughter of Fiza. But from this one, can we say anything like how Fiza and Deep is related and how Fiza and Ankit is related? No, we can't able to determine for this one. If this one is eliminated, that means option number A and option number C are eliminated, right? Now, statement number 2. H is a brother-in-law of Bicky, okay? If it's a brother-in-law, that means Bicky is married to someone, right? Bicky is married to someone and that person is having a brother H, right? But what we have to do, we have to determine the relationship in between Fiza and Ankit. So with the help of this one, can we able to define it? No. If it is so, then we can eliminate this as well. And now what we have to do, now we need to check the last case in which we are combining both of these statements together. After that, can we able to determine? No, after that also we are not able to determine. That means this option is also eliminated and the correct answer over here is your option number D. The correct answer over here is your option number D, right? Next. The next question says that here we are having one statement and that statement is saying that slum and home sales has pushed builders' inventory to unsustainable levels in the National Capital Region of Delhi, creating conditions for a real price correction that developers have so far avoided. This is my statement. Now, what we have to do? We have to find out which of the following statement is definitely true on the basis of the given statement. This is a statement. Now, accordingly, what you have to do, you just simply need to check all these options and we need to select which one is definitely true out of it. Just read the statement carefully and let me know what answer you people are getting. The statement is very simple. The statement is saying that कि दिल्ली में क्या हो रहा है, दिल्ली में जो हमारे बिल्डर्स थे उन लोगों ने जो भी इन्वेंट्री थी या जो होम घरों की जो रेट्स थी वो इतनी ज़्यादा हाई करती है कि अब उनके पास क्या है, अब ऐसा पॉइंट आ गया है जहाँ पे उन्हें प्राइस की करेक्शन करने की रिक्वायरमेंट है. दैट मीन्स दे नीड टू रिड्यूस द प्राइस एज पर द मार्केट रेट, राइट. और इसी वजह से कि लेवल्स इतना ज़्यादा उन्होंने प्राइस इतनी ज़्यादा हाई कर दी है जिसकी वजह से क्या हो गया, अनसस्टेनेबल लेवल्स उनको देखने को मिल रहा है. ठीक है. नाउ अकॉर्डिंगली वी नीड टू सेलेक्ट दी ऑप्शंस. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन, demand for houses is quite low in most of the big cities. There is no word mentioned such as big cities, first of all. Apart from that, there is nothing mentioned like the demand of the houses is quite low or high, right? So this option is quite irrelevant. So this option is eliminated, right? This option is eliminated, right? Okay, next. The high inventory level will hamper the ability of launching new projects by the builders. Now, this can be the assumption, right? हम ये बोल सकते हैं, ये हो सकता है कि फ्यूचर का प्लान हो, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस स्टेटमेंट क्या हम ये कह सकते हैं कि यार ये हमारे क्या होगी, जो इन्वेंट्री है उसको बहुत ज़्यादा हाइपर कर रही है और इसकी वजह से देर आर चांसेस दैट न्यू प्रोजेक्ट विल लॉन्च. नो, वी कांट से दैट. सो वी आर नॉट श्योर, कांट से. And what we have to do, we have to select the definitely true one. So this option is also eliminated. Third, builders in the market who have shown a good track record of delivering on time and on their promises have been able to garner sales even in the slow market. Is there anything related to which is given related to the market? No. Is there any specific terms are given in the statement that there's a good track of few builders which are maintaining their promises and all? No. So this is also completely irrelevant. That means this option is also eliminated. D, unless this unsolved stock gets absorbed, it will difficult for consumer confidence to come back in this market. Again, we are not having any such future data, right? This is talking about future and we don't need to talk about future. We only need to consider this particular statement at this moment, right? So again, we can't sure about it whether it is solved or not. Now, out of 5, 4 options are eliminated. We are only left with last one. The last says that high price have pushed most of the on sale apartment beyond the reach of एवरेज होम बायर्स. हम लोगों को यही तो यहाँ पे देखने को मिल रहा है ना कि प्राइसेस बिल्डर्स ने इतनी ज़्यादा हाई कर दी है कि उनको खरीदने के लिए लोगों के पास दिक्कत हो रही है और अब बिल्डर्स के पास इतनी ज़्यादा इन्वेंट्री हो गई है कि अब उन्हें प्राइस करेक्शन करना चाहिए सो दैट एवरेज पर्सन कैन ऑल्सो बाय. So this is the best option that we are having, which we can say that that's definitely true because it is showing that the price is pushed so high and there's a time of price correction. Now it is a high time of price correction. Option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one. This is a very good question. All we need to do is we just simply need to understand the language of the question, right? Next. The next question is from the concept of probability and the question is saying that a box contains 21 mugs numbered 1 to 21. A mug is drawn and then another mug is drawn without replacement. What is the probability that both mugs are odd numbered? What we have to do, we just simply need to find out the probability that both mugs that we are getting out of the box, both are having the odd numbers and we need to pick the mugs without any replacement. Without replacement. So what answer we people are getting? It's a very simple one. So first we need to determine how many odd numbered mug we are having. So we are having a range of 1 to 21. So we know that if we are having a range of 1 to 20, in that one what we are having? We are having 10 odd numbers and 10 even numbers, right? Now we are having 10 even odd numbers in a range of 1 to 20, and we are having one more number 21, which is nothing but an odd number. So we need to add plus 1. That means we are having total 11 odd numbered mugs, right? This is what we are having. Now the question is saying that we need to find out the probability that both mugs are of odd numbers. So probability odd numbered mugs, right? So initially I am drawing one mug, right? So from 11 I only want one, but how many mugs we are having? In total I am having 21 mugs multiplied by. Why I am multiplying? Because I need, just to get 2 mugs, I need to draw 2 mugs, right? Now, in the bag, I am only left with 20 mugs, right? And I am already drawn 1 mug which is having odd number. That means now I am left with only 10 mugs which are having odd number, and I only want 1 mug out of that, right? So this is my complete probability. So this 1 0 and 1 0 eliminated. So here what we are having? We are having 11 by 42 as my correct answer. 11 by 42, that means option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one. This is a very simple one. This question is a very simple one. All we need to do is we just simply need to calculate the probability of getting odd numbered mug. Clear? Next, the next one is a very easy one. The question is saying that the average temperature from Monday to Wednesday is 36 degrees Celsius. When data for Thursday is included, the average increases by 1%. What was the temperature on Thursday? What we need to do? We just simply need to find out the temperature on Thursday. It's a very simple one. All you need to do is you just simply need to use a concept, or we can say the formula of average, that is nothing but sum of all the observation divided by the number of observation, right? This formula that we need to use just to get our answer. So what value we are getting? Any one of you? Option number D, let's see. So here what we are having? We are having days from Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday. So the average temperature that is given over here is 36. But what we are going to do the operation on the basis of sum, and sum can be calculated as average, that is 36, multiplied by the number of observation we are having. And how many observations we are having? 3 days observation, that means multiplied by 3. That means the total temperature that we got is 108 degrees Celsius, the total temperature of these 3 days. Now, the question is saying that when the temperature of Thursday is also included, okay, now we are including Thursday, Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday. In that case, the average is increased by 1. So the initial average we are having is 36 degree. Now because of this thing, the average becomes 37 degree, right? Now again what we are doing? We are dealing on the sum. So we need to multiply it by 4. Why 4? Because now the number of observations are increased. So the total temperature that we are getting for these 4 days is 148 degrees Celsius. Now what we do? We just simply subtract these terms, and what we will get? We will get the temperature on Thursday is nothing but equal to 40 degrees Celsius. That is 40 degrees Celsius. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. Clear? Next. The next question says that if the cost of a banana is equal to the cost of a mango, If the cost of the banana increases by 4% and the cost of a mango is increases by 5%, then what percent more one should have to pay to purchase 5 bananas and 5 mangoes and 4 bananas, right? What we are having? A very good evening, Rakesh. This is a very simple question. The question is simply saying that initially the cost price of banana and mangoes are same, right? After that, what has happened? The cost price of the banana is increased by 4%, where the cost price of the mango is increased by 5%. Now, what we have to do? We have to find out how much percent a man should pay more just to buy 5 mangoes and 4 bananas. It's a very simple one. D. Okay, let's see. So, initially what I am assuming, the cost price of banana is equals to the cost price of mango, right? And I am just assuming that the cost price of both of them is 100 rupees, right? I am just assuming, okay. Now the question is saying that because of something the cost price are increased, okay. So here I am writing for banana first and afterwards for the mango, okay. Here I am writing the initial price and here I am writing the final price, like that means after the increment. Here we are only discussing the cost price, right? We are only discussing the cost price. Initially I am saying that, or we just assume that 100 is the initial cost price. Now because of increment of 4%, now just to buy one banana I need to pay 4 rupees extra. That means I need to pay 104 rupees, right? Now for the mango, initially I was paying 100 rupees just to get one mango, but now because of this increment of 5%, now I have to pay 105 rupees just to get one banana. Now the question is simply saying that I have to purchase 5 mangoes. That means I need to multiply by 5. So initially where I am getting my mangoes in 500 rupees, now this time because of the increasing of the price, I need to pay 525 rupees just to get the same number of mangoes. Where if I want to purchase 4 bananas, initially where I am paying 400 rupees, now I have to pay 416 rupees just to purchase the same number of bananas, right? So in total how much amount I am paying? I am paying 941 rupees, but initially I am only paying 900 rupees. So the question is asking how much more amount I am paying. So I am paying 41 rupees extra on 900 and multiplied by 100. Why we are multiplying by 100? Because we need to calculate the percent. So these two zeros and these two zeros are eliminated, and here we are getting our answer is 4.55%. Option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. Here the correct answer over here is your option number B. This is a very simple one. All you need to do is you just simply need to calculate the difference. You need to divide it with the help of the initial value or the comparative value and multiply by 100. Clear? Next. The next question says that 8 members are to be seated from a group of 9 boys and 7 girls. In how many ways will the members with at most 3 girls and at least 4 boys be selected? What we are having? We are having one condition over here. What we are having? We are having a group of 9 boys and 7 girls. What we are having? We are having a group of 9 boys and 7 girls. Now out of this group I only need to select 8 persons just to form a group, or just to make a group I need to select 8 members, and in that 8 members I need to satisfy one condition, and that condition is at most I need 3 girls and at least I need 4 boys in that particular group. So how many total ways we are having? Sorry. So how many ways we are having? So 9 plus 7, that means how many persons we are having? We are having total 16 persons. Right? Out of 16 people, we only need to select 8 people with such condition. It's a very simple one. Okay, let's start considering. So at most 3 girls, that means the maximum number of girls that I want is 3, and at least 4, that means the minimum number of boys that we want is 4, right? Okay, case 1. I need total 8 members out of 16 people. So at most 3 girls, okay, so that means I took 3 girls, and just to make it 8, I need to add 5 boys in it, right? I need to add 5 boys in it so that I can make a group of 8 people. Now, what I have to do, I have to select 3 girls out of 7 girls. So 7C3 multiplied by, I need to select 5 boys out of 9 boys, 9C5. This is I need to solve, right? Case number 2. At most 3, that means there are chances that I am only having 2 girls, and just to make it 8, I need to add 6 boys, right? And these 2 conditions are also satisfying at the same time. Now, 2 girls, 7C2 multiplied by 9C6, right? Case number 3. There are chances that I only select 1 girl and 7 boys. 7C1 multiplied by 9C7. Case number 4. What if I do not select any girl? That means total 8 boys. These boys can be selected 9C8. So these are the total ways that we are having. Now what we have to do? We have to calculate the values. What we have to do? We have to calculate the values. Okay, let's see. So this can be written as 7 into 6 into 5 divided by 3 into 2 into 1 multiplied by 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 divided by 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? Now what we have to do, we just simply have to solve this, and when we solve this, what answer we are getting? We are getting 4410. We are getting 4410. Now this one, 7 into 6 divided by 2 into 1 multiplied by 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 divided by 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? Now again what I have to do, I have to solve this particular term. When I solve this, I will get 1764 as my answer, right? This one, I can write it as 7 into 9 factorial into what we are having, 9 factorial divided by, or we can also write it as 9 into 9 multiplied by 8 into 7 factorial divided by 7 factorial into 2 factorial, right? So this is eliminated, and here we are getting 7 into 8 into 7 into 9 into 4. And when we multiply this one, what we will get? We will get 257. What we will get? We will get 250, not 257, not 252. And in the end, this one we all know that here what we are getting? We are getting 9. Now when we add all these values, we will get our answer as option number A. When we will add all these values, we are getting our answer as option number A. Why should consider case 4? Because there are chances that as we are having at most 3, that means we are having 0, 1, 2, 3. At most 3 means the maximum number that I want is 3. Right? And the minimum number, in this case the minimum number should be 0. So we need to consider this case as well. We are having 0 girls and 8 boys. So that's why we considered our case number 4. Right? That's why we considered our case number 4. Is it clear? So what is the total number of ways we are having? We are having 6,435 ways. Next. The next question says that Rahul sold his article at 25% profit. If he sold article for rupees 60 more, he would have gained 35%. If he wants a profit of 70%, then what should be the marked price of the article? What we have to do? We have to find out the marked price of the article. It's a very simple one. We can easily able to solve this particular question in just 2 lines. Okay. So the question is saying that Rahul sold some article in 25%, right? Okay. If he sold article for 60 rupees more, here we are having value, he would gain a profit of 35%. That means now he is gaining 35%. If he sold it for 60 rupees more. So whatever amount we are having, if we add 60 in it, we will get 35% profit. That means the difference we are getting is of 10% is actually equal to the 60 rupees according to this one, right? So if we want to find out the cost price, we can easily able to calculate the value of 100%, which is nothing but equals to 600, right? But the question is saying that if he wants to earn a profit of 70%, that means the 70% value of this one. So this is nothing but 420. He needs to sell it on 420 rupees extra on the cost price. So what we need to do, we just simply need to calculate the MRP. So this is the cost price and this is the profit that he needs to earn. So if we add these values, we will get our MRP, and MRP is nothing but 600 plus 420. So this is nothing but 1020 rupees. 1020 rupees. Option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. This is a very simple one, right? Next. The next question says that the length of the sides of PQ, PR and QR of the triangle is 20, 25 and 15 centimeter respectively. Then in radius of the triangle is what % less than the circumradius of the triangle. Now if you know how to calculate in radius and circumradius, after that only you can calculate the answer of this particular question. It's a very simple one, but we need to calculate in radius and circumradius. So how we are going to calculate this in radius and circumradius? The question is saying that we are having right angle triangle. Now how I got to know? Because this is nothing but this is triplet 15, 20, 25. This is nothing but this is a triplet, right? So if this is P, this is Q and this is R. So we can say that if PQ is 20 and QR is 15, then this is nothing but 25 as per the hypotenuse rule, right? Now, what we do, we need to calculate in radius. So, in radius can be calculated as perpendicular plus base minus height divided by 2. This is nothing but this is your in radius. So we just simply need to put the values. Perpendicular, that is 20 plus base 15 minus hypotenuse 25 divided by 2, right? This is what we are having. Now if we will add this particular value, what value we are getting? We are getting 35. 35 minus 25, that means we are getting 10. 10 by 2, that is nothing but equal to 5 centimeter. So the value of in radius we are having is 5 centimeter. Now this is the time to calculate circumradius. Circumradius can be calculated as hypotenuse by 2 and the hypotenuse you are having is 25. So 25 divided by 2, here you will get 12.5. Here you will get 12.5 centimeter. Now, the question is asking then in radius of the triangle is what percent less than the circumradius of the triangle. Now we need to calculate the required percentage. So the difference in between these two is of nothing but 7.5, right? This is nothing but equal to the 7.5. Divided by, we need to calculate it with the respect of circumradius, that is nothing but 12.5 multiplied by 100. Now this point and this point is eliminated with the help of 25, we can eliminate it with the help of 3 and 5 and this is nothing but 20 and the answer that we got is 60%. The answer that we got over here is 60%, option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. Khanigamba Ram Avatar. So what we are having, what we need to do, we just simply need to calculate how much percent it is more, right? So first we need to calculate the in radius and the circumradius and after that we can easily able to calculate it. Clear? Next. The next question says that a shopkeeper prepared a list of 30 articles, amount and average of their amount was rupees 136. But amount of one article was written as 70 instead of 106. Find the correct average amount. This is a very simple question of the concept of average. We know that average can be calculated as sum of all the observation divided by the number of observation. And with the help of that, what we have to do, we just simply need to calculate the values. So what answer we people are getting? Very good. So how many items we are having? First we need to calculate the total amount, right? Total amount. Total amount. So the question is saying that the average of all the 30 articles we are having is 136. That means the number, the value of this number is 130. Wait, sorry. The number of this one is equals to 30 and the average is 136. So average multiplied by the number, that is nothing but 30. This will give me the sum, that means the total amount, right? If we multiply this, we are getting 0840, 4080 rupees, right? But the question is saying that in this one, in this 30 article, there's some mistake is done in one article, right? Instead of writing 106, we have written 70. We have written 70, that means there's a loss of, or we have written 36 rupees less. So we need to write down the correct amount. Correct amount is nothing but initially we need to write 106, but instead of that we wrote 70. That means we need to add 36 more. So the total correct amount is nothing but 4080 plus 36. So 4116, that's your correct amount. Now what we need to do, we need to find out the correct average. Correct average is nothing but the total sum divided by the number of articles. If you will solve this, you will get 137.2 as your new correct average. Option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one. Next. The next question says that a vessel contains mixture of juice and water in the ratio of 5:2 respectively. If 35 liters mixture taken out from the vessel and now the difference between the juice and the water in the remaining mixture is 141 liters, then find the initial mixture in the vessel. Again, it's a very easy one. Yes, every one of you got the correct answer. Very good. Now try to solve this one, as this one is also a very easy one. Here what we are having one vessel, and in that vessel we are having juice and water, right? And the ratio that we are having of juice and water is 5:2. If we taken out some quantity out of that, after that also the ratio will remain same, right? The ratio will remain 5:2 only. So the total quantity still we are having after taking out 35 liters of the mixture. After that also the ratio will remain same. Now the question is saying that because of this, the difference in between the juice and the water in the remaining mixture, according to us that is 3, but according to the question that is equals to 141. That means it is present on the multiple of 47, right? Now, if this value is present on the multiple of 47, that means this value is also present on the multiple of 47. So, 7 into 7, that is 49, 4 is carry forward, that is 32. So, this is the amount, or this is the amount of mixture we are having after taking out 35 liters, because we are doing the calculation afterwards. Now, as we need to calculate the initial value, that means we need to add 35 liters more in it, and it will become 4, 1, 6 and 3. That means the initial quantity of mixture that we are having in a vessel is 364 liters. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. Clear? Next. The next question is very simple. What we have to do, we have to compare these two quantities. We are having quantity number 1 and quantity number 2. What we have to do, we just simply need to compare that, and accordingly what I have to do, I have to select my option. Sorry. It's a very simple one. First, what I have to do, I have to calculate my quantity number 1 as quantity number 2 is clearly mentioned. So, just simply apply the concept of average and you will get to know the quantity of 1. Okay, let's start. First one, the average of 4 numbers is 28. Okay, so we can say that if we have to find out the sum of 4 numbers, that is nothing but 28 into 4. So that 8 into 4, that is nothing but 32. So 3 is carry forward 8 and that is 11. So the sum of 4 numbers that we are having in this condition is 112. Now if one number is removed from the set, then the average is reduced by 2, find the number. So now one number is reduced, now sum of 3 numbers. So according to this, after removing is the average is reduced by 2. So initially the average is 28, now it is 26 into 3. So what we are getting 18 and the 1 is carry forward 78. We need to find out the number. So if we will find out the difference, we will get the number. So the number is nothing but 4 and here 10, 34. So the quantity 1. The quantity 1 that we are getting is 34 and the quantity second we are getting 30. So we can easily able to say that 1 is greater than second. 1 is greater than second, that means option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. Clear? It's a very simple one. And the last question of today's session. So the quantity 1 is saying that a downstream speed is 20 kilometers per hour and upstream speed is 10 kilometers per hour. Distance travelled by a boat is 30 kilometers. Find the time taken by a boat to cover the distance. This is a very simple question. We can easily able to calculate the time, and we know that time can be calculated as distance upon speed. We need to apply this particular formula just to calculate the quantity number 1, and afterwards we just simply need to compare both the quantities just to get the answer. It's not tough, Radhe. All you need to do is you just simply need to do the more practice. All these questions are from the year 2016, I guess. SBI PO mains, I guess, 2016. D, let's see. So we know that the speed in downstream is nothing but the speed of boat plus speed of the stream, and that is nothing but 20 kilometers per hour, right? And speed in upstream is nothing but speed of the boat minus speed of the stream is nothing but 10 kilometers per hour. If we need to calculate the speeds, so what we will do, we just simply add the values. Here, twice of the speed of boat is nothing but 30 kilometers per hour. So speed of boat that we got over here is 15 kilometers per hour. And the speed of stream is 5 kilometers per hour. But the question is different. Question is asking, if we want to travel, if we want to cover the distance of 30 kilometers, that how much time taken by boat in still water. Time is nothing but distance, that is nothing but 30 divided by the speed, that is 15. So the time taken by the boat is of 2 hours and the quantity second is of 4 hours. So we can easily able to say that quantity second is greater than the quantity first. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. So with this one, let's end the session over here only. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye-bye, and thank you so much for watching this video.